Hey, what's going on? STS right here, and I'm back. I'm back, supporting, repping the MWO, City of Marion Wrestling Community, and I'm back for another simple review. It's been so long. I was going to do a simple review on an audio podcast, kind of like I do in my STS in the Zones, which I post on YouTube, but it's not. I don't like it. I mean, it's because I like to see myself and talk. Well, as you know, last Thursday evening or Friday, either the 30th or 31st, we lost a legend, another great wrestling legend. We lost Dusty a couple weeks ago. Now we lost the great Roddy Piper, and that was a one to hit home because I listened to his I've been listening to his podcast every Monday until he got on SoundCloud with his whole Stone Cold crap. I mean, it's just because I hate SoundCloud. It's hard to download. I like to download direct links and walk around. I don't like to listen to him. If I had a laptop, yeah, I can listen to him all the time, but I don't. I have phones, and I don't like using my data and stuff. But we're going to pay tribute to the man. We're going to talk about one hell of a movie that I just saw, and that is They Live. And They Live, I saw this movie, the first time I ever saw this, it was a child at Days Video. And right on. The very first time I saw this film, I was a young child, and Days Video in Marion, it's not there anymore. I mean, the building's still there, but the name and everything's out of it. But Days Video was two things that got out there. Two things, Super Nintendo games, and behind me, just looking back, was the horror and science fiction. And then wrestling was over there too, but Days Video, Show Plus Video brought out wrestling for me. It started because Days Video had wrestling as well, but Days Video also got me into horror and science fiction at a very young age. And my very first horror movie I watched there, still my knowledge, is Phantasm and Dawn of the Dead, the original. And I got this is the Shout Factor edition, which I'm surprised. And look, I got it at Anderson's Library once again, because our library sucks. But this is a pretty good artwork I like. And then with this is the original, the case that used to be. I went to get a shirt of this. But this movie was in 1988. I think it was, 1988. And it's directed by John Carpenter. And the features here, I mean, I've seen other. I have Day of the Dead. But Shout Factor usually brings out with some cool features, but this deserved more, I think. I mean, there's the making of Day Live, but you can find out on YouTube. The trailer, TV spots. They have a new interview of John Carpenter, something like 8 minutes long or 10 minutes long. They have 3 interviews. They have one with Keith David, and they have one with Meg Foster, she's in it. But the thing, they didn't have no interview with Roddy Piper. But the thing that I am into on here was that every movie, and special features, they usually have audio commentaries, and people are like, well, why would you want to get an audio commentary? Because it's just listen to it. But ever since I've been listening to podcasts now, it's like, then I see in the back it says audio commentary with director John Carpenter and actor Roddy Piper. And it's like, I'm going to have to see this. And basically what I was doing, it was basically the movie playing, but them talking over it. And they would talk about certain things. I got to learn a bunch of stuff about it. And they would go on and off, and Roddy Piper, talking about how this man hated John Carpenter or did not want him to go on. And it was the best decision of his life to leave at 1988, But this, I don't like spoiling movies. I mean, I do some of them, but this film starts out as John Nada, which is Roddy Piper's character. He just comes out, he's a drifter. He goes in each town and just tries to find work. There's some scenes where he goes into the unemployment office and whatnot, and tries to get somewhere, a job or whatnot, and he's not getting anywhere. Then he goes to find this construction company, talks to the boss, like, hey, if you find me work, I got my own tools and stuff, and he ends up getting a job there. I'm trying to remember it all, but he soon realized, then he meets Keith David's character, which is a wonderful supporting actor in this film. He did pretty damn good. and they start becoming friends. And then he shows him the mission, like the mission down, like helping out the homeless people and people having it rough and poverty. It's basically the 80s, basically the Reaganomics, because that's what John Carpenter was trying to tell here. But then random stuff. They had TVs like talking about interference, like they're after us. They're using the signal and whatnot, and I don't know how it's coming. And then there's this church next to it. He's into it. He goes in there and like there's this gospel music. He's a nosy. He goes in there and they're like, but there's nobody playing music. It's just like they're using a diversion. They want to hear what's going on in the world, or what's going on with these aliens or whatever they are, because we don't see them yet. We don't hear them. But then, come a day, the cops come in. They come and raid that church, and they beat the hell out of these people. And I'm like, wow, these are really cool cops. No, they're not. They're a bunch of fucking dicks, a bunch of pigs. And I'm like, that's really stupid. I know I'm keep on adding on because I don't really like spoiling this shit, but this movie I did a lot of stuff. This is a movie I know a lot what's going on. But he goes in there and then it's all these sunglasses. I mean, yeah, and then there's a box that he takes out. I mean, what the hell is it? And it's just sunglasses. But then he has the memory, because that's just the start. I mean, it's kind of slow building, kind of way. It's entertaining way. It's a movie I can watch over and over and over again. I can tell you that. But he gonna get his glasses in the middle of a walk. He goes into the walk, puts them on. It's black and white. He's like, Inspector Collar. Then he looks up at the signs at billboards or whatnot, and it says like a bitch on a Caribbean with her bikini in it. And he looks up, says, and he puts his glasses on and says, "Marry and reproduce." I was like, huh. And he goes to that, and then no independent thought, like all this stuff. And then he goes to the magazine stand, where he's looking at these magazines where he looks at the glasses, says, "Marry, reproduce, no independent thought, don't question authority," and all that stuff. And then some older person gets to him, and then he looks up, and then they're an evil-looking alien. These aliens are pretty cool too, and they're stunt guy, which I don't show it on the back of here, but Jeff or John or something like that. Well, the stunt coordinator, the stunts. Well, he was the ghouls, they call him, supposedly. He played all of them. So, I mean, I thought that was pretty cool, but he goes in a scene, and then he goes, he goes in a supermarket, and there's this bitch he fucking snapped his way, and he's like, "So, I'm sorry." Say, "You look like a piece," I don't know what he said, damn it, I wish I could remember. "You look like a pig in lipstick," or something like that. And then he looks at this other woman who's normal, say, "You're fine. Not this. Big fucking ugly." Big time. I know they didn't say that, but. And then he gets the cops coming to him, and the alien, the ghoul cops, because he looks at them and he takes them, kills them vigilante style. Then he gets the shotgun, and then he goes to the memorable scene of the bank. "I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum." And then the shotgun scene, which I enjoy. This movie is this, I fucking enjoy, because Roddy Piper can act. I've seen movies with Hogan and stuff, which I agree what John Carpenter said in the audio commentary. He was saying, all the movies of Hogan pretended to be himself. And he's like, no, you became an actor. You became something else, and you did it right. And it's awesome. Well, those scenes coming out, he makes Meg Foster, who she's, I don't know, I always felt I didn't really care for her in this film. I mean, her eyes are just, I don't know, these beautiful blue eyes, but she's very quiet, but she knocks him down at some point, he wants her to look at the glasses, and that goes out nowhere. Well, he ends up going to, what the hell is that? Oh, sorry about that, but she knocks him out at one point, and he killed him. He escaped because he wanted her to get the glasses, but something like Fed's like, how come she's not wearing these glasses or whatnot? I mean, I don't understand. But you find out later on in the film. Time consumes on, and then he meets Keith at back at his work. He's like, because he's a hitman, you know, he's on the run, and he said, I don't want to see you no more, you know, just put in the glasses, what did that? Well, they end up going in the alley, which, one of the best fight scenes in the world, and I can go back and forth and watch this fight, longest fight, and I mean, a couple wrestling moves, back suplex, then gut wrench suplex at the very end to knock out Keith, to put him in the glasses, but there's another moment where he gets a 2x4, like Roddy Piper says in the commentary, where he's like, he's where he wants him, and he really sorry, and Keith gets a liquor bottle, alcohol bottle, and he hits it like in the card, and it breaks, like, fuck, shit, and he goes after him still, but he actually has the glasses, and he actually looks. So we go on, and then they get to they have a meeting of all the people that's there to stand up, but there's not really much, and then one of the best action scenes in the world is when those fuckers come here. And Meg Foster is a fucking rat, and she is for the company. She's the human that helps the aliens, because we don't know if she's one of them. I don't think she was one of them. I think she was just, oh, I gotta make the aliens, or maybe they did it just to kill herself. Oh, if he destroys it, I'm dead. But the best action scenes for the alley, when they have the guns and with the other people, and with the alien cops or whatever, ghouls and cops maybe. I think it's just all the ghouls, but who knows? But they end up going and looking at the alley scene, you know, and it's probably one of the scenes that I had to, when I was listening to audio commentary, I had to go back to regular audio just to go back, because it's one of my favorite scenes of all time. It reminds me of an action view game, like shoot, the point name, like a Terminator game or whatnot. Well, then they go to they got this watch, they got the transport to the time at the backstage of the aliens and stuff, and it shows how they travel from planets and whatnot. And then he realized that the TV company has the signal, and the TV signal has this, and he wants to go get it, shoot it. But they get him going there. Just the last 25 minutes, action. It's just full. It's probably one of the best deliveries ever. And they go to the cable thing, and then they find Meg and whatnot, and they go to the top, and then before that, they're going to go up there, and then Meg puts her gun out and shoots Keith, Frank, his character. So but Meg Foster's Holly. So Holly shoots him, and then Roddy doesn't know it. He thinks it's just regular shooting, but he gives it a signal and it says, Frank, Holly, you there? It's just, are you ready? Or something like that. And he turns around, it's her, and then like, just come to talk to me, you know, that's that, you know, because she's against, like, oh, you were this traitor. And here comes 2 helicopters, you know. And then all of a sudden, it's like, he sits down, he has another gun, and he shoots her, kills her, and then he turns around and says, fuck it. And he uses his pistol and shoots that fucking, and one pistol shoots that fucking signal down. The helicopters shoot him. And the very end, when it blows the fuck up, he just lays there, dying. He's just, fuck you. And then it goes to, the signal's been over, because that signal was making people, the people don't look like aliens. Only with the glasses, but then it showed scenes of them, some person watching a bar, and the people are like, what the hell? And then a woman having sex with him. And they're like, you know, it's okay, baby? Or a topless scene. It's alright, baby. And it's like, yeah, you're fucking the ghouls, you're fucking aliens. And then it goes, the credits. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. But I just say, this is a 10. I'm sorry. I mean, I watch this movie over and over and over. I borrowed it. I want the Blu-ray, so whenever I can, I want to get the Blu-ray. I rented this at the Anderson Library. I want to get the Blu-ray, but I thought, you know, and then they had it on DVD, because ever since he passed away, I wanted to see this again. But someone already checked out the Blu-ray, but it was both the Shot Factory. That's the reason why I want to get it. But they didn't get the DVD Shot Factory, so it doesn't matter to me. But I do want to get the Blu-ray in my collection. The soundtrack to this movie is awesome. I just love the ding 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 ding. I mean, John Carpenter did it alongside with Alan Howarth or something. But I enjoyed it. And the thing is, I see Roddy dies at the end. John Nyder dies at the end. but he dies, like what John Carpenter said in the interview in here. He says, I don't like, people don't like dark endings, but why can't we have a dark and a happy ending? The dark is, yeah, he died, but the happy is he destroyed that signal. But I enjoy this. I give it a 10. A grade. I give it A plus. Roddy Piper's great. This was a cult classic. This should have beat somewhere. But I agree with this. I'm about to watch it again today with my wife and let her see this film. And I think it's done. So welcome back. Simple review. I'm doing this again because it's what makes me happy. And I review my own style. And I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you in the next review. Later.